Hello, Watch Collectors Guild family. This is James here, and today I want to share with you an unboxing. So, a little bit about my channel. So, this is really my adventure in watch collecting. So, just here sharing some of my watches in my personal collection as I buy them, giving reviews, try to give longer term reviews so I can get a better idea of the watch. And I'll be selling some watches too, so you'll see on my channel now and then some videos about watches I have listed on my eBay and Mercari website. But no pressure there, and in this review, no pressure either. So I'm not trying to sell you anything with this unboxing. This is just kind of my quick review as I unbox the watch, and then I'll give a longer term review if I decide to keep it later on down the line. So let's start off with a little bit of a watch check here. So I have my Seiko Prospex Speed Timer Solar Chronograph, which I did an unboxing of a few months ago, and I still owe a longer term review of this, which I think is worth it because I'm definitely keeping this. This is one of my regular watches, especially for work. Lots of great features in this little thing here. But this is the Prospex family. And today I have something, hint, Seiko, in a different line. But yeah, I'm excited to open this up, so let's jump in right away. Got my trusty knife here, which I chose intentionally because I thought it would be worth pairing this color. Do this carefully because this is a freshly sharpened knife. Yeah, so this watch, as you can see, I don't know if you can tell where I got it. There we go. And I got it through eBay because the seller had a decent price. Alright. Sorry about that. Ta-da. Seiko. And what family? The Seiko 5 Sports family. Alright, so within your box, you also get your warranty card. Certificate of limited warranty. The first year is a worldwide warranty. The second and third years only valid for service in the United States. At least for this, I'm in the US. Okay. Let's open her up. Yeah, I got it the right way. All right. What a beauty. Oh wow, this is different. Getting a first glimpse here. Check out that bezel. That's what I was talking about. So this is the Seiko 5 Sports SKX Sports Style GMT series with the blue dial and the blue and black 24-hour GMT bezel. So let's see, this model number is SSK003. So the box says SSK003J8. Let's take this out. Yeah, so this is, I've never actually owned a Seiko, like the original SKX. You know, I've heard it was discontinued. So that you probably know the history of the SKX, but it's kind of an affordable watch, affordable dive watch. So it met diving requirements. You know, was able to meet the, I think it was 200 meters water resistance, and required pressure ratings, everything like that. So like at a very affordable price. But once they discontinued the SKX, like with last maybe a couple of years ago, I've heard that it's just like shot up the secondary market for them. So any of the used ones gone up in price. But this is part of the Seiko 5 sports line. So I have owned a Seiko 5 before. I actually still do. It's a watch I got from work. But yeah, this is a good looking watch. Let's get a closer shot of that dial. So this caught my attention because I've been looking at GMTs, and I have a video before where there's a Vostok like sort of GMT, but I don't think really this one, from what I've heard, is not a true GMT, but like a collar style GMT. Let's see. And if you're unfamiliar with those, I had to read up on them from Watch You Seek, but I heard the true GMT refers to a watch that has the half pulled position that jumps the local hour hand by 1 hour increments, as it does for the higher end GMT movement. So that's like your high end watches, Rolex and Omegas. And this is while leaving the GMT hand on the wearer's home time zone. So with that one, you can adjust your hour while not moving the GMT hand. And the office style, or the collar style, which is what I believe this is, when you do the half pull on the crown, it turns the GMT hand one direction and the date wheel the other direction. So what's kind of like differentiating this from my brief research from like the classic SKX? So this no longer has a screw down crown. So it has the style. It has the style of like an SKX like 007, but like a 007, or what's the other popular one? The 009 is another popular one, but this has that bracelet like similar to the 07. But you can see that the date has changed as well. So you just have the single day. You don't have or the numeral day. You don't have like the actual day of the week. And this bezel too, as I turn it, so no clicking. So it's like a friction, or it is a friction style bezel. So like I said, no screw down crown. So let's see what happens. Okay, so yeah, so I got 2 clicks in there. So here's one half click. And with the half click, let me get you in the light here. I'm changing the date by turning it counterclockwise. So clockwise, I am moving the GMT hand. Which is, you can see like a red color there. So I've got a white hour hand, white minute hand, red GMT 24-hour hand, and I've got my second hand with the classic circle on the back end of it. So I've pulled this all the way out now. So now I can change my time. Okay, when I change my time, it also moves the GMT hand. Yeah, so you gotta first set your, wherever you are is gonna be your, wherever I guess you've traveled to. So you land at your location, and then you change your normal hour hand and minute hand to what time you want, that local time. So say let's get it here, just say 10:50. All right. Let's put it right. Yeah, it's at 10:50. There we go. Okay. So we got it set to 10:50. So now let's say we are. Let's do a half click. Comma. There we go. We'll just say let's see, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, let's just say it's 6 o'clock in the morning well, so we can see our date. Let's say it's 8 o'clock in the morning at home. It's a pretty wide time span there on the 23rd. Cool. All right, let's get a look at the back here. So yeah, quality is pretty good. Good packaging. So like the other Seiko 5 movements or watches, you can see you got a window exhibition case back here. Let's take this protector off. All right. Thanks for bearing with me, guys. Yeah, if you're still watching, consider subscribing. I could definitely use some subscribers. But yeah, I'll post similar content and the content I mentioned at the beginning of the video. But yeah, this is definitely added complications to the normal Seiko 5 movement I remember. And that's because this movement, obviously the added hour hand, this is the caliber 4R34. So this new caliber, let's see, let's get is 21,600 vibrations per hour. And has a power reserve of 41 hours. And it winds. Let's see. Yeah. Yes, the second hand does stop with the crown all the way pulled out. So it is hack. Let's see. Start it back. Yeah, it is hacking. So it's a hacking movement. So what I've heard is that's an improvement from the old SKX. And other than that, so this, it's hard to tell. But yeah, this bezel looks like it's maybe crystal with the insert in there. Getting this all smudged. Yeah, other things I quickly notice, and this yeah, it's got the date. The date has a Cyclops window, so a little magnified date window there. That's new. What else? So on the dial, you got your Seiko, you got your 5 Sports emblem. It says automatic GMT over the 6 o'clock marker. And the very bottom, it says made in Japan. And I guess it's really hard to see, tiny, but maybe the serial number right under the 6 o'clock there on the right and left. So you've got your 24-hour bezel. You also have 24 hours marked on the inside. So the stick indices there with every 2 hours marked out for you. Yeah, so that way I guess you could get pretty fancy with everything you're tracking. If you decide to turn the bezel. To track, so even another time zone, you can do that as well. And what else for you guys? So water resistant 10 par. So that's changed, like I said earlier. I think the original SKX was like 200 meters, and this guy is 100 meters. So it's without the screw down crown as well. So it's not like a deep diver's dive watch, but you know, if you're just doing some casual swimming in the ocean and the pools, whatnot, this is perfect. And throw it on the wrist. Not sized yet, of course, but yeah, I like this, I like the style of this bracelet. It does feel kind of light though, like, so I don't know, it depends if you like heavier or lighter bracelets, but they might have skimped on that bracelet a little bit. The case itself, let's see. Yeah, we got that nice shine to it. Polished. So the positioning of the crown at your roughly like 4 o'clock here matches the SKX. The crown itself, yeah, it's kind of basic industrial machine look to it. So still keeping with that simplicity. And I've heard the SKX was like, for a lot of people, like their go-to beater watch. Just like wear it, you don't have to worry about it. It wasn't too expensive if it gets messed up, but it is. The thing about those beater watches is you wear it a lot because, you know, if you're pretty active, you end up throwing that watch on the most, and then that watch gets attached to all your activities, which means it gets stories, and then it becomes a sentimental watch because that's the watch you just look at it and the memories run wild. You know, you're like, oh yeah, you had it on during such and such, and just go to dependable, rugged. But yeah, I went with this one. It comes in a few colors. So there's orange, black, and then this blue dial. This blue dial has the black and blue bezel. So for me, it was like between the black one and this blue one, I think. I don't think there's a bad color though, because the orange was pretty cool too. Wasn't even thinking about that at one point. But the black one's just like your classic SKX. So that's one, it points for that. This blue one though, just in a lot of the photos I saw online, the blue one was the one that when you have all three together, that just really like popped. But in person, honestly though, like the dial, when I saw it in photographs, the blue dial popped more. So they must have been using some filtering there. Because then, yeah, as you can see here, it's just kind of not too much complexity to it. Just kind of a matte blue. The bezel is different. Like I said, I didn't think it was like a crystal bezel like that. I thought it would look more... I don't even know if it's crystal. It's just... I thought it looked more like ceramic or in the pictures, or metal or something. But yeah, it definitely has this coating, this kind of like crystal outer layer to it. It's shiny. So this video dragged on, but I wanted to be sure to go through as much as I can, because I know. Oh, that's why too. It's the price. It's like $475 for a Seiko 5 Sport. Now it is a GMT, and it is a like I said, a collar or office GMT. So like for an office GMT, that's from what I've seen from a lot of micro brands that, you know, they're even like twice that. So I guess in that sense it is a decent price. But your other Seiko 5s are going to be like retail maybe $295 or something, but then a lot of them are on sale a lot. Overall, I think so far so good. It's not as like spectacular or whatever as I thought it was going to be, but still, I do still like it. So I think, you know, for a first GMT that I don't want to spend too much on, like I got this on eBay for $450 before tax and everything, but that's decent. You know, everyone's budget's different though, so just keep that in mind. But yeah, it's got this gnarly bezel here. So yeah, I think I've touched on everything I wanted to. So like I said, if you're still watching, consider subscribing. And for all you already subscribed that are watching this far, thank you so much. You guys are awesome. I will catch you next time. Happy collecting.